Mississippi, a couple of states tied together through history and a couple of schools that share some common ground are going to lock horns once again in the battle for the Golden Boot. A live look at D.W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. It's the LSU Tigers and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Restate of State College, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. Guys, he told me that his quarterback deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Not only has he taken care of the ball and done a great job through the passing attack, he is devastating in the rushing game. He's been unstoppable this season in the red zone, a true dual-threat quarterback. I'll keep you posted on how he continues to rise in that Heisman conversation. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Razorbacks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The LSU Tigers offense will have the football first. The Bayou Bengals flexed on their boot rivals the last time these two met and won it easily.
LSU made an example of Arkansas the last time they played. You talk to a lot of LSU fans and they said, we think about Alabama, we think about Georgia, we think about Ole Miss. They took little brother Arkansas to the woodshed the last time they played.
And I can just tell you, as a fan of the sport, when you hear that little brother, that ticks me off. So I know it ticks off Arkansas Razorback fans, and they want some revenge, and they want that boot.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Jackson gonna throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Back to pass on second down. Got his man down the middle. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays. Because when you got those guys as a quarterback, you find them.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to win week in, week out. He's hungry, and he's made plays throughout his career. You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Finds his target. No chance to run, but still a good game.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Second down, gonna throw it. Still looking. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw again. Escapes the pressure going right. Complete downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown LSU. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's an 80-yard drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Arkansas's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Floats it out in space. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And they can't make the play on third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage.
Touchdown, Tigers! Stealing a score on special teams. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Might as well run him again. Driven back. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. On target over the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Some misdirection with the counter. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Duke. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get... He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Wants to throw it. It's complete to the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it to the back on the draw. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Pulls it. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. The Razorbacks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds his big tight end. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Marches ahead. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He is stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Just drives it between the uprights. Are forced to settle for 3.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Gonna run it. It's Levis. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Jackson will throw. Right side, it's Warren. On his feet at the 40. Open space at the 25. Flying down the right side. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. He'll try to tack on 1 more. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical.
Makes a grab for a big play. He's loose down the middle. Past the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. From the gun, it's Levis. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Second down here as we're back at it after the break. Handoff again. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this third down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away.
Snags it, and there's running room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Run in the red zone. It's Levis. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Jackson gonna throw it. Buying time to his right. Touchdown LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his... And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Wiggins. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Some rivalries forged in excellence, some in geographical proximity, and that's what we have once the Razorbacks joined the SEC. Someone had the brilliant idea, we need a big golden boot that looks like the two states, and it's one of the most hotly contested rivalry games of the year.
And big is the right word. It's 4 feet tall. It's 200 pounds. It's 24-karat gold. Palmer, this is the trophy you want to win. There's some bad trophies out there, but this boot is a big deal.
It fills your trophy case. It's got girth. It's got weight. You appreciate that. I know everyone's going to say, no, Italy's the boot. No, it's not. Louisiana, Arkansas, and the Golden Boot Trophy. That's what it's all about.
And the Razorbacks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Out wide left, it's Ellington. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Selling the fake. Under pressure. Makes the grab. Could not make his way to the corner. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That pulls them to within 15. 28-13 the score.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Jackson will throw. Rolls right. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it for a big play. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Fresh center downs going to the air. It's complete to the left. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Caught. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Razorbacks take their first time out. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Wants to throw one first. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab on the right. He's loose. The 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Jackson gonna throw it. Buys time to his left. Left side is Hart. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Got it. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before... Intercepted! Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Makes the catch, it's Duke. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He will need some oomph in this one. A 51-yard attempt and from the right side. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters into the book. 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Oklahoma in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Texas Longhorns.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Coming out of the locker room at the half, the Arkansas head coach told me the message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Appreciate that, Holly. Got it behind the line. It's Wiggins. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. This rivalry picked up steam when the Razorbacks joined the SEC, and man, some of the names that have had moments: Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, Matt Jones, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, all of it over a Golden Boot.
And been playing since 1901. You think about all the great rivalries in college football, especially in the South. This is one of the best ones here. Not only has it been in the same conference, but they've played a lot of times, David, and it gets hot every time they meet up.
Yeah, and the boot is the shape of Arkansas with the shape of Louisiana, so obviously close proximity, bragging rights on the line.
Second down to the air. Rushes on. Finds the tight end. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll go to the air. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on 4th down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet and saying, hey, that's my bad.
Got it in the middle. It's Newton. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. RPO complete. Speeding down the right side. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And here they come, almost all the way back.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Jackson will throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of said, hey, we've got to make sure we take him away.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man downfield. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Turns it upfield. Runs through a man. He might have space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Tigers are rolling down the field. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Hart. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. 2nd and long here. Jackson gonna throw it. Flush to the left. There he goes. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. From the red zone, looking for a space. Reels it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
LSU, 42, Arkansas, 30.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Ellington. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. Sells to fake. Left side is Wiggins. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Here's some daylight. Could be an alley. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Right back to the well. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Leaves it in his belly. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. And the Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out wide left, it's Wiggins. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side. At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. The quick game. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. The fake wants to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. The punt is headed out of bounds, and that is good news when you have someone as dangerous as he is returning. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Jackson will throw. They're all over it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Fresh center downs going to the air. Got his man. Shakes a man, and he might take off. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Right back to the well. He's past the sticks. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Long way to go on 2nd down. The give as they work on that clock. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. 3rd and long right here. Jackson gonna throw it. Keeping his eyes downfield. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's no good. He missed it. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They're working that left side. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Looking left. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Here's a 1st down, but there is no time to lose as this offense gets to the line quickly.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. 4th down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
Gotta have it here on 4th down. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Jackson will throw. Buying a little time to his left. But a little time lets it go. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. There is joy all across the bayou as LSU takes down Arkansas in the battle for the Golden Boot. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.